sign. Actually, I wanted to look at a map too before I walk down this road. So hopefully I can read your messages again, because before I couldn't. Yeah, that looks about right. Alright, got a ways to go yet still. So much walking. By the time I get there, it's gonna be like the end of the day. We cool? Alright, test. Roger, roger. We're putting this dead cat to the test. It's pretty decent wind. I don't know if you can see it, but got a solid wind. We're going up to the airport here. There's a runway and some planes. Apparently FedEx flies out of here, and UPS. Alright. Don't even know how to read a map. It's more fun getting lost to see what the road brings. Yeah, there's definitely something to be said for that. But still, getting lost can put you into some interesting situations that you might not want to get to at that current point in time. Also, I'm walking to a specific place, and if I get lost walking there, then I just have to walk more. But yeah, it's pretty much impossible to get lost if you have data and Google Maps. Or even if you don't have data, if you have like maps.me, and a downloaded map of your area, your phone has GPS built into it, so it doesn't need data to work. Alright. Now I have to walk across a bridge with no sidewalk. That's annoying. Come on, Kansas. What about all those people that want to walk to the airport? Did you ever think about them? I don't think you did. How do I charge my electronics? A lot of big mobile batteries. And then every few days I'll have to recharge those overnight. Have you ever truly feared for your life? A few times with people's driving. Not the person themselves, but like just reckless, dangerous driving. A few scenarios where I'm like, oh fuck, that's close. How do you find people's hospitality? But Kansas has been amazing. Actually, honestly, all of the U.S. has been amazing. People have been very friendly, very welcoming, very supportive of what I'm doing. And that's the same story for pretty much every country I've been to. So, people are nice wherever you go. The average person is nice. Got separated from your tour in Japan. Kind of found your own adventure? Yeah. Yeah. And like, quite often I don't have a set destination. I kind of just go on, like, pick the direction ahead. And then sometimes I'll find cool stuff like you did. And I'm always just on my own, or usually just on my own traveling, hitchhiking. So I can kind of do whatever I want wherever. If I see something cool, I'll just go there. I don't have to follow a crowd of people or like talk to my travel partners and make sure everything's cool. I just do what I want. Love to go hitchhiking as well, however the US looks much more road friendly than in Germany. Oh, hitchhiking in Germany is good. The Autobahn's fun. I recommend hitchhiking onto the Autobahn and then talking to your driver, figuring out which exit they're taking and getting them to drop you off at a service station that's close to their exit. So you can hop service station to service station on the highway. Once you're on the highway network, you can get really far, really fast in Germany. It's not hard to find rides. What did I eat last night? I had a burger and onion rings at this airport restaurant. Yeah, Tokyo's really good, really well connected for public transportation, trains and stuff. What I do for money, prior to this trip, for the past few years when I haven't been traveling, I sell outdoor gear and equipment. But I always quit my job before I go on a trip. So right now I don't have a job. I just live stream myself hitchhiking. Why don't I put my thumb up? Right outside an airport. Guessing no one would pick me up. I could probably go that way, because I gotta go to the other side to go to Yingling. Or I could just walk through Eisenhower. Let's just walk down here. It's kind of like a weird U setup thing here, and I gotta get to the opposite corner. So there's a couple routes I could take. You have plenty of followers. How do you get so many followers? I guess people like seeing me hitchhike, I guess. But yeah, like it's hard to build a follower base on Twitch from what I've heard from people, especially starting now because it's very saturated with people live streaming. So if you're doing what Twitch was initially founded upon, which is like video game live streaming, I know it was Justin TV before, but Twitch was like a video game live streaming platform. It's really hard to make it, to build a channel there, because so many people are doing that right now. So you either have to be like the best at that game, like really good at that game, or you have to have like just the most endearing personality. Like you have to be able to like charm everyone you meet, or a combination of the two. The other thing you can do is find a niche. Find something that hasn't been saturated, that hasn't really been done to death, and do that. And I'm guessing that's what happened to my channel and why it's grown to however many followers in a month, is that I'm the only hitchhiking channel. So if anyone's interested in hitchhiking and they want to see what hitchhiking's like live, this is where they have to find it. Just came here because he was on the Twitch homepage. I was on the Twitch homepage? What do you mean? Like the homepage? I'm actually on the Twitch front page? Or like I'm not that far down on the IRL thing? Yeah, I was gonna, like, if you're right on the front page, like if you go to twitch.tv and just hit enter and my face shows up, you'd have more people watching, I think. And I'd be a little sad that this is when they put me on the front page. I'm like, alright, welcome to the walking stream of Hitch Live, where we walk and we think about hitchhiking, but we still have a couple kilometers to walk. So bear with me. I think I'm gonna go this way. He was, wow. Well, Deadeye, welcome to the channel. The past 34 days we've been hitchhiking around America. We've been picked up 60 some odd times. I don't know, forget the exact number, 67 times maybe in 34 days. Been picked up in 4 airplanes as well, on 6 flights. And we're gonna try and hitchhike plane number 5 today. We'll see how that goes. But yeah, prior to this, as like my info about kind of says, I've hitchhiked in 25 countries and I've been picked up, well, prior to this trip, around 700 times. Now that I'm at 60 some odd rides, we're in the 750 plus times. And it's been a really fun experience. I just wanted to show people what hitchhiking is like from my point of view. How many miles do you think you've traveled all these years? Like I'm from Canada, so I think in kilometers. I did try to calculate it before on this trip. I forget I don't know how many miles have we gone on this trip? We've gone pretty far, several thousand now. Well, over 50,000 kilometers anyway. Probably like 60,000, 70,000. I'd really have to relook at my trips and kind of estimate it. Because I've gone on some very long distance trips. And I did like one around the world trip, except for oceans. Hitchhiked across Canada, all around Europe, across Russia, from the Latvian-Russian border to Vladivostok and Japan. Hitchhiked like right across Australia through the middle to the Canadian Arctic in winter for fun. Done some interesting trips. I fell behind on chat, let me see. You're a loner, could never hitchhike? I'm a loner. I hitchhike alone, but then I meet people. I'm on your recommended channels. Wow. Too bad the hitchhiking dude didn't have a stream. Showing up as recommended. I don't even know what that means, but it sounds cool. Interesting. Your passport book looks cool. Well, the thing is, Europe is like, for the mainland Europe, is a lot of that's just like the Schengen Open Borders Agreement, and you get stamped entering. So I got stamped entering Norway, and like all through Norway, Sweden, Denmark, Germany, Netherlands, Belgium, Luxembourg, France, Switzerland, Liechtenstein, Austria, Slovenia. Like that's just, they don't stamp you, you just go into a new country and you're there. Croatia, you get stamped leaving Slovenia, entering Croatia, leaving Croatia, got stamped leaving Croatia, entering Slovenia, and then like all the rest through Europe, no stamps, and then what, like Poland, Lithuania, Latvia, no stamps, and then Russia, I got another stamp. So like a lot of those numbers come from around Europe, and you don't get stamps for every country, which sucks. But also the European stamps are kind of boring. They're all the same format. It's like a small rectangular stamp. They all look very similar. They just have a country code in the top. So like, you know, what was Latvia? LV. And then it has a picture showing whether you drove across, flew across, and then an arrow pointing saying if you either are entering or leaving. Okay, let's walk down here. I'm just awkwardly navigating through some like industrial airport area, but they actually have sidewalks here, so that's cool. Thank you, airport. So you're not hitchhiking, do you have a job, home? Like, I don't really have a, no, when I'm traveling, I quit my job and I quit pretty much everything, and I store any stuff I'm not bringing on my trip. But I don't really have a job or home. But then I'll go back, get a new job, get a new place to stay, save up money, and do that all over again, which is what I've done for the past 4 years. Travel, go home, get a job, save money, quit, travel again. favorite travel locations. I tell people, or previous to this trip and starting on this trip, my favorite countries I've been to based off of the experiences I had there were Ireland, Croatia, and Japan. But I've been telling people now that this has become my favorite trip because of like the chat interaction. Because like times like this, if I'm doing this by myself without a live stream, I'm just walking by myself, entertaining my own mind. But with you guys here, we're always having a conversation. It's always keeping me entertained. It's fun. So the US has made it to that list. And when I say like favorite place to travel, it's based off of the experiences I had. Like someone else might go to Ireland and they're like, yeah, it was cool, but it's not one of my favorite places. It's one of my favorite places because of the experiences I had there. How it does look to others while you're live streaming? Oh, I look really silly. I've got this like selfie stick with a bendy tripod and a huge battery strapped to the bottom, and a phone with a fuzzy microphone and a wide-angle lens. It draws a lot of attention. I guess that's not a bad thing. It's also gotten me like some rides and stuff because people are curious what you're doing, find out you're hitchhiking, and then they just happen to be going in the way you're going, and then I get a ride out of it. That happens. So it draws a lot of attention. So if you don't like having eyes on you, it's not the best setup, and I'm not used to having eyes on me, so it's weird for me. But I'm getting used to it because we're at day 34 now. Gotta go. Yep, it's me. See ya. Have a great day or evening. I don't know where you are. Oh, there's the sidewalk. Sometimes I just accidentally flip the camera around. Heading east or west across country? Well, kind of east, but right now I'm going south. I'm kind of zigzagging my way. I'm trying to hit as many states as I can. What phones are you using? Old phones. My streaming phone is an LG G4, which is like several generations old. And my backup phone's like an old iPhone 5S that someone gave me. And that's like my backup, checking for navigation and checking the status of the stream. Oh, you don't need a Mexico or a passport to go to Mexico? And there it goes, my chat closed again. Well, that's just great. I don't know if that's my Streamlabs or if that's Twitch screwing up, because that's the third time today that my chat's closed on me. And it never comes back. If it closes on my Streamlabs, I have to restart the stream. Maybe I'll try and restart the whole app. So again, what I like about this is interacting with you guys. So if there's no chat interaction, then I'm missing out on a lot of my fun. And I think you guys are missing out on a lot of your entertainment. So I'm going to restart the stream. I'll be back in 10 seconds, okay?